Hey guys, Velhelm1407 here. Today I am continuing on with my Parkitect Let's Play series, and today in this episode I'm going to be building some roller coasters. The first coaster I'm building is a junior coaster, and it has a layout similar to the single helix ENF Miller Industries family coaster, also known as Python Pit in a lot of instances. And I built this off site where I wanted it to be in the park, and then I saved it as a blueprint, and then I placed it where I wanted it to be in the park. I made a simple little station using wooden pavilions, and then some pillars and stucco roof pieces, or wall pieces, and then some just tiled roofs. And then after that I worked on some supports, and I wanted them to kind of be not exactly box supports, but like scaffolding kind of looking junior coaster supports. Without some kind of mod, it would be pretty impossible to get the supports to be exactly like the ENF Miller Industries junior coasters. So I kind of just improvised and designed my own type of supports. I ended up recoloring the track not a extremely lighter blue, but it just a little bit lighter than it was before, and then I ended up repainting all of the supports white. It helps a lot if you come up with a very definite color scheme before you go to build your coaster supports, because then you don't have to do this step. Right here I was trying to do a kind of a rainbow colored train, and then I just realized I didn't have enough cars or enough colors, and I just went ahead and went with the red. And then after that I just started adding details like shrubbery and rocks and things. And the last thing that I did to the station was add some ivory, because I felt like it was too plain looking by itself. And then after I did that, I surrounded the entire coaster with hedges to kind of... I didn't really want a fence, but I wanted something that was plant-based, basically. And then I moved on from the coaster, and I finally did something with these stairs that lead up to the subway station that is yet to be that subway that's yet to be built. I'm planning to build that a little bit later on when I actually have a bigger park, and you know, people will actually need something to get around. So it's kind of just sitting there waiting for use. It will have its day, but I just built this quick little structure around the stairs to hide them. And then after this, I moved on to the big hydraulic launch coaster I built. And I actually built this. It's not really your conventional hydraulic launch coaster with like a top hat or anything. It's kind of got like a weird curvy first hill, and then it just kind of goes into like a dive loop and a vertical loop, and then kind of a turnaround with a block brake section. And then I put in a kind of a curving drop that leads into a cobra roll, and then a corkscrew, and then the brake run. It's not a super long ride. And then I added transfer tracks, which are really just two extra hydraulic coasters, just, you know, pieces of track, and some border pieces. And I deleted some of the stuff behind the flat ride in front of it, the tourbillon, and I designed the station for this coaster to have the control panels for both rides, sort of above the station for the coaster, and like not directly above the tourbillon, but like behind it. And it's kind of hard for me to explain, but you'll see what I mean when I get there. I also built the station to be big enough to house the transfer track and the holding track for extra trains. The holding track is really just another coaster station, just without a train. I mean, I could put one there, but really, no one really sees it in the isometric mode, so there's really no point. And I run 2 trains anyway, so it's not a big deal. So after this, I added the floor for the transfer track, and then I just added the roofs for the rest of the station. And lastly, I did landscaping, and I added a tunnel to the launch, and at the end of the tunnel I added the building that houses what would be the hydraulic launch for the coaster, but because the game doesn't actually make one of those for you, that's why I built it. So I'm kind of running out of things to talk about, so I will catch you guys at the end of the time lapse. And if you want to see POVs and all that good stuff, be sure to stick around till the end, because I'm going to put that stuff at the end. that's it for this episode of Let's Play Parkitect. I will leave you guys with these overhead shots of the roller coasters, as well as some on-ride POVs. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.